Hello. I'm here. A little late because I had to. Well, first off, I was finishing my own food. And then secondly, I had to feed the dog. But never no fear. I do be here. And we get the show on the road. I did not mean to click on that. They have. There we go. They have definitely updated the start. And I don't know if I like that. But yeah, they've apparently updated the starting page. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Let me join the Taco Aki gaming.
Look at all those chickens.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some food real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, hold up. I gotta get rid of this. So many
I'll
things.
be right back.
Okay. So many things freaking updating. Turn off. I don't like the changes. Submit. Thank you. Close. Back.
Wait, what?
Hello?
Oh, y'all are confusing me. Was that wine earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
He hopped in and...
How
What?
come you didn't chicken?
I did.
I did not hear it.
Did you not hear what Juan said either?
I heard part of what Juan said.
Yeah, he said he'll go get some food and he'll be right back.
Oh, my computer's about to die.
You better order everything before tomorrow then, or else prices are skyrocketing and you're gonna be paying an arm and a leg for him.
I can't afford a computer anyway.
Oh, you're definitely not about to be able to afford one soon. I need food.
Grab them.
Oh my gosh, I got to complain about what I was eating. So, I had a like.
Why did you eat it then?
Well, no. It was good. I'm not complaining about that. I'm complaining about why it does this thing and stuff.
Okay.
So like, okay, so
One
it.
second. Ever since I saw your clip with the pig, I'm like scared to walk up my walls now.
Why? So what does it mean? Why is there a villager in my water? Where'd you even come from? I can't even get rid of you because there's 3 iron golems. Oh my god. I gotta do daily routine check. Are all the frogs in here? 1,
Yeah, the roll call.
2. Yeah, because, you know, I thought an open concept would be good. AKA a open roof concept. But after doing some Googling, turns out frogs can jump 8 blocks up. And if they learn how to parkour just the right way, they technically can jump out of this.
Okay.
So yeah, so I always have to do our daily routine check when I come in. To make sure none of them decide to jump out because this tree made it kind of inconvenient to make it a actual roof. And at the same time, I just didn't want to.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. So I had a protein bowl. and it was
Protein
amazing.
ball. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like one of those random, most like randomest things you find. You're like, oh, I'm gonna try it, cause it is a like plant-based protein bowl, so it has like 21 grams of protein, but like from plants and stuff. So it has like those random like plant stuff that gives you a lot of protein and everything. And my complaint is, okay, so when you heat up other food, doesn't it like eventually like cool off like really fast in your opinion?
Uh, um, you cut half of what you said. Cut out.
Oh,
I'm getting the reverse of what happens to me.
oh no, taco, 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 taco.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine now.
Uh, what did
I
you
heard,
hear then?
I heard plant-based protein.
Plant-based protein bowl.
Yes.
And then I asked, when you heat up food, isn't it like, where are you at?
Wall of gravel.
Oh, for some reason I was like 2 feet from you, but yet you didn't load it in. But
Uh,
like, when you heat up,
Wait, are you making me an accomplice again?
no, I don't have
Okay.
anything. I just came over here.
Okay.
But when you heat up food, isn't it like hot or not? Like, doesn't it like not? Do you not have sponges?
Huh?
You know, that was a stupid question of me. Never mind. Um, when you heat up food, doesn't it like cool off like really fast?
It depends on what it is. Like, if it's something cheesy, B. If it's like, if it has like cooked vegetables in it, like broccoli and something like that, that holds heat. Um, or if it's like some kind of thick sauce. But other than that, yeah, normally this stuff cools down pretty quickly.
Well, I guess whatever the vegetables are and like the protein bowl thing, every last one of them must retain heat. Cause oh my gosh, this is the second time I've ate that gosh dang bowl, and my mouth is on fire. Cause I'm pretty sure I just gave myself 3rd-degree burns from eating it. It's
Yeah.
God, and then it's like it's been out of the microwave for 15 minutes and it's still boiling hot.
That is odd.
That's what I'm bit like. I gotta have like an industrial fan to blow each spoon because it's that hot still, and it takes me 20 years to eat it.
What if once you're done cooking it, you put it in the fridge?
It's only gonna make the outside cold. It's not gonna get the retained heat on the inside and in the middle. And
Well,
even then,
if the outside's cold, do you stir it?
I'll try that next time. I do have one more bone.
Okay. Also, hot and cold can be dangerous. So depending on what material the stuff is made out of.
You mean like the plastic bowl that it comes in at the freezer?
Well, like I don't know if your fridge has like glass shelves or not.
Oh, it does.
Oh yeah, I would put like a pot holder or something.
Okay.
Yeah, my grandmother had made some food one time, and she's old school, so she has like glass baking trays and like ceramic baking trays and stuff. And she took something out of the oven and sat it somewhere, and it was like, and we were just, it's like one of the last few things to take out of the oven, and then we were all at the table, and in the kitchen we started.
And it breaking.
Yeah, something of a way different temperature touched the thing and it exploded. So I'd like to not even like, thanks, Taco. I put this hot bowl on this cold glass tray, and then I closed the fridge. And by the time I got to my room, it blew up the fridge.
Oh my gosh. But the big debate, it's today. Are we waiting for Juan to get back, or are we just...
It's like I want to say, yeah. I was hoping the signature to be it.
It's getting dark. I go to bed. I can't sleep yet, but it's getting dark, so I wait on bed.
Okay. Abe says he has a good food story to share. That's the last week he's been eating at his campus Chick-fil-A. Oh.
Campus Chick-fil-A, and he has a food story?
Yes. First thing you want is so expensive compared to previously $20 for a fry, small drink, 6 nuggets. That sounds like convention prices.
Like at shows and stuff.
Yeah. Like you go there and then they're like, oh yeah, it's like $12. And I'm like, oh okay. I want a Coke, and they're like, oh no, that's just for the sandwich. I'm like, for the what?
Mm-hmm. It'd be
Never
expensive for
mind.
no good reason.
I'm glad I did not. I'm glad when I got here there was no line, because if I waited in line for you to tell me that I gotta buy a $12 sandwich.
That's just like the movies. I forgot how expensive going to the movies were.
Yes, it is.
Gosh dang, spent $23 on that movie ticket, and then 25. Well, I didn't really spend 25. Me and my friend split the deal, but it was $25 for the popcorn deal that we got, which was 2 large drink and 1 large popcorn.
Wait a minute. $25 for the ticket?
23.
What? Where did you go?
An AMC. I went to an AMC in the afternoon because my friend worked.
Because I'm buying everything through the program, it's like the ticket was $8, but
Through the program. What you do, Fandango?
yeah, the rewards no, Fandango's chart. Oh, it's convenience fee and all that crap. No, the Cinemark rewards.
I don't have a Cinemark near me.
Yes.
That's what I was upset about. I couldn't get a pickaxe popcorn bucket, and I was so sad. I couldn't get any. I couldn't get any of the cool ones. AMC was doing their own little like tin can kind of thing, and I'm like, I don't want this cheap little looking thing. I want a gosh dang pickaxe.
Is it me or did their marketing like is everywhere?
AMC or Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Oh, the marketing's everywhere.
I'm like, they brought back the coupon for a double cheeseburger at McDonald's. So I was like, you know what? I'm out and about running in some errands. Let me just grab a burger real quick. It's been, what, 9 months since they had this coupon.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, let me go ahead and grab that. And then the person in front of me, they like placed their order, and then it was like generating order, and it did like the whole progress bar across the screen. And
Did you get the Happy Meal? The
So there's
Minecraft
two
one?
things. There's
Mm-hmm.
two things. There's the Minecraft Happy Meal, but then there's also the Minecraft Meal for the adults. So
Mm-hmm.
you could get like a Big Mac meal or a nugget meal. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't gotten those yet because I'm still broke and I can't. Even though it's really cool, I can't justify like a $10. I don't want to spend $10 on McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like with my coupon, depending on what location I go to, I'm spending like just over $3 or just under. So yeah, it's hopefully in the next couple weeks things will change and buying stuff again. But
That's not about to change, but okay.
yeah, because what was it? Yeah, so the movie tickets for all four of us, it was because we had 3 credits, so 3 of the tickets were free.
Yeah, well, I don't really go to the movie often enough to warrant having like anything free.
For your for that club that you were talking about, is it based off of going, or is it based off of
Which
just like a
what class?
benefit of the program?
Based off going.
Okay. Yeah, just by being part of the club, a free ticket every month.
Well, I mean, if I bought like the expensive one, yeah, but it doesn't. I'm not spending $20 a month to get to watch 3 free movies a month or a week.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, because there's not enough movies out there to warrant me to go 3 times a week for free.
Yeah.
Barely enough and make me want to go even once a year.
What was it? Mama Taco's excited for movies this year. Did I talk about these already?
No.
Okay. Um, what was it? The first one was Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming out with another Jurassic World or
I saw
whatever
that.
extinction. So she was excited about that. And then uh did Saw get can't push back or something like that?
Which one?
Saw?
I don't remember seeing anything about it.
Okay. I think Saw got pushed, like got delayed, so she was sad about that. Um and then Final Destination, they're coming.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, so she was excited to go see that. Um I feel like there was 3 movies. Oh, yeah, that's all 3. Um and I was like, cool. I want to see Jurassic Park in that. So we may do a family trip where all of us go and see Jurassic Park. The only issue is I haven't seen Jurassic Domination or Fallen Kingdom. Dominion, not Domination. um, so I need to find those 2. Um,
Does Jurassic Park
and
follow in order or something? I thought they were just
hmm?
like constantly just coming out with like random ones or something.
I think they're in order, kind of like how I, th- I don't know the islands and stuff like that, but I know like the first one took place on the original island place. Stuff left. They took stuff from the island and tried to bring it to California or whatever, and then um, the third one was like, oh, this one island is supposed. And then they kind of revamped the whole It's been 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Lost World was no. What is it? Jurassic World? Yes, Jurassic World was 2015.
That movie was terrible. All of this
Hey!
was terrible.
Hi, signature.
Hello. How is everyone doing?
God.
Good.
The movie was terrible.
The what movie was terrible?
What you just
Jurassic World.
you were saying Jurassic World.
Yeah, dude, the movie sucked. It sucked. It was just boring. None of it made sense. And yeah, just it didn't need to happen.
Okay. I guess as soon as one gets discussion, but ah, yeah.
Are you discussing other movies until you can finally discuss the Minecraft movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I
Yeah.
feel
Are there any
bad that
movies that
I'm
you're
late,
eager to
so
see
to
this year?
remedy this, let me tell you an
There's a
interesting
Kaiju number
fact.
8 movie that's
You are
coming
an
out
amazing person.
this
Really?
month, I think.
Ah,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you, Willow. Don't worry about
Is it,
being late. You're all good.
Hmm?
They still
I'm gonna
appreciate
look
you
it up
for
right
being
now.
here.
Is it one of those like
But you are also an amazing person. I
Is it
hope
one
you're
of
having a
those
wonderful day too. How are
2 episode
you?
specials, or is it actually like a?
So you haven't really looked it up. I just saw that they were having a movie, so I guess I can let you know now.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. What's going on?
Hmm?
I said, what's going on?
So
Kaiju number
Kaiju
8
number
movie.
Oh, that.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey!
I need glass.
So it's apparently a recap
I'm
of
okay,
the
how are
first
you?
season plus an
I'm
original
good. I'm
episode
excited. Everybody's here now, so we can
Hold on.
talk about the Minecraft movie
Called
once
Hoshina's Day Off.
we have.
Mm,
What's
So,
the
yeah,
other
it's-
conversation has finished. So I'm looking forward to that.
um. Yeah, me and Shade had a discussion about anime movies, and
I need Demon Slayer to hurry up and come out.
hmm?
I need Demon Slayer to hurry up and come out.
Is it this year?
Yeah. End of this year.
Oh, okay, so fall.
Yes.
Cool.
But how
Um,
about solo leveling?
Oh my god.
Man.
You know, I'm actually okay with how it ended. I'm more mad with the fact that the next season's not coming out till 2028. That's what I'm mad about.
Why so
Why is it
late?
so- Yeah.
Because the creator is working on something else. And so he has other
Oh.
projects and can't get to it yet.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Yes. So it's being pushed
I
back
was like,
because
take
of
your
that.
time.
Because then the mon was finished, right?
I do not know. I don't usually keep track of that. I only keep track of it to the point of, am I going to get another season in this anime? And when I see there's a lot of it, I'm like, okay, that's all I need to know. Is there enough work to get another season out the anime?
There's enough work. Because solo leveling started like in 2015 or 2014, somewhere around that time. Because I remember seeing that a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear about it. You gotta watch it, and then I didn't for like a year, and then I finally started watching it.
Taco thing to do.
But yeah, everybody's here.
We're about to get into the real stuff now.
So I have bleach. I have I guess a what is it? A disclaimer before we get into this. Yes, I understand. Huh?
You dressed up to go see the movie, didn't you?
Oh no.
You wore like your
No.
Steve costume, a light blue shirt. You had a diamond sword.
My diet. So I get the demographic of Minecraft. I get that making a movie of something complex, things need to be simplified. I still have.
Wait. Can we go with like
wish
the
it could've been
initial
done better.
thought, like before we even like talk about
how
it?
would that have been done better? Like, you're making a movie about Minecraft. There's really not a story there. Like, I understand that they have
There's
like
chunks of story.
sure, but I don't know. Like, to make a feasible story. I mean, essentially, it was just like marketing to make more money for toys and stuff like that. So
I mean, I
But
figured when I saw the commercials. Or go ahead, Juan.
I mean, I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, I mean, it made a good amount of money, so it's like doing really well, surprisingly, and
Good
everyone's kind
amount
of
of
shocked
money.
about that.
It's made more money than any other video game movie. It's number one right now, so it's
More
surpassed
than
Mario.
Super Mario's.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
not a very
And-
high bar though.
Really, I actually
That's-
like that movie.
That's
Well, I mean, like
that's true.
Super
Like
Mario
video
was
game
probably,
movie.
yeah, Super Mario is probably the best video game movie to come out, and that's been the only one. Because what else is there? Borderlands. Borderlands is.
I heard that one
knew it
wasn't
was gonna be
good.
trash. Yeah, like we knew that movie was gonna be trash from the beginning. And then there was the Super Mario
didn't even
Brothers
know that
movie
came
from the
out.
90s.
It hasn't come out yet. It's
and
going to come
then-
out because the fourth game is coming out.
No, it already came out.
No,
Oh, that's right. It did come out. It
Borderlands
was
looked-
awful.
Yeah. When I saw that Kevin Hart was playing Golden, I was just damn near threw my TV out the house. It made no damn sense at all. And I can't even think
But,
of video game. Final Fantasy.
Oh, I heard that The Legend of Zelda is getting made by the
heard
same
that.
person who made what's that movie? Morbius?
Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be making the live action Legend of Zelda movie. I think is what my friend told me today.
Well, it's gonna suck.
That's what he said too. He says none of his movies has been good.
Why did they give the Legend of Zelda out of all of the people that they could have given a movie to? They could have given it to me, and I would have done a better job than that guy.
That's like
As long as it's not
that's
you,
like
Bull,
giving
then we're good.
Avatar the Shyamalama.
Shamalama Ding Dong? What?
Well, you know what? Actually, I heard he had a vision for the movie, and they wouldn't let him go with it. So he was just kind of like they tied both of his hands behind his back, and then that's why we got the movie that we got.
Ah, okay.
Or Shama.
But yeah, saying that, I understand why they simplified and modified so many things because they were trying to reach the biggest market possible, and they did it.
But it doesn't qualify for them to be
That's-
able to cut corners and make it do a lazy job on it still, though, even if it's targeted for kids.
But why would they need to simplify something that only the people that play the game would know about it?
Also,
it's not,
kids don't care about quality. It's a Minecraft movie. That's all they care about.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, what broad audience is there when only the people that play the game are gonna go watch it? There isn't some 22-year-old college kid that's never played it and is all of a sudden be like, oh yeah, this is based on the video game. All of a sudden, I'm interested.
You wanted to know? Hold up. Because my dad, who knows nothing about the video game, was all like, hey, I want to go see the Minecraft movie. Isn't that game that you play? And I'm like,
But he knows that it's
yeah.
the game that you play. He knows it's the game that you play. It's not just some random guy out of nowhere that knows nothing about it and is like, yeah, this looks like an interesting movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's very depth of character and a great development and a twist. Or there's anybody that sees Minecraft is like, oh, I don't play that game, so I don't care. Or I do play that game and I care.
Yeah.
He wanted me to
So,
explain the concept of Minecraft, and I just couldn't do it.
Oh,
It's nothing
Just
but
don't-
everything.
it's a sandbox.
Yeah, that's
It's
basically
like-
all I said.
Yeah, it's a sandbox with a bunch of creatures
Blocks.
And I guess terrain. I guess like all sorts of terrain.
in it. Yeah. All right. So
I gotta know.
I
I gotta know before we start. Did you like the movie or did you not like the movie? Like, without going
Oh,
into
yeah.
details about it,
yes.
did you like or did you not like it?
I had fun.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah, that's
My nieces said I was the only one in the theater laughing.
Oh, that's another thing I need to know. Did
you're the only
your
one
people
that's
in
fun.
your movie theater, like, no matter what popped up on screen, just randomly start screaming and clapping?
No.
Oh my
Yeah, that's
gosh.
a thing now, apparently.
I couldn't enjoy the movie at all. Well, it was not like I was going to enjoy it much anyways, but on top of everything else about the movie, most randomest stuff would happen, and then everybody would just start screaming and clapping. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It was like,
There was one. Okay.
it was just like, what is it? Avenger Endgame moment where it was like that really big, cool, awesome fight battle and stuff. It was like that kind of epicness of how loud people were like clapping and stuff, like the most randomest of stuff.
Oh, that's odd.
Yes, it
Isn't-
made no sense.
Isn't
For
there
me-
like isn't there like a trend right now where people are shouting something at the movie?
Yeah,
Re-quoting like things from the trailer, essentially.
yeah, that's
Like
basically
someone
what
pops up.
happened.
Oh.
It was so
Yeah.
annoying.
So I'll also go ahead and say I was the guy. I was the person making the noise in the movie. I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble. But there was a cameo, and I was like, "Oh!" and I pointed at the screen, and then I was like, "I'm too loud, am I?"
Is that like a Super
But,
Smash Brothers cameo? He's like, oh, this is where Steve joins Smash Brothers.
Which cameo did you say it for?
The dinner scene.
Oh my
You can
gosh,
spoil it, Taco, 'cause I'm
really?
not gonna see it.
Yeah,
I already put spoilers in my title. Where I was all like, "We talking about the movie. I don't give a care who you are. It's definitely getting spoiled if you're coming in here."
yeah. The only way I'm watching this movie is if it shows up free on Netflix.
I can send you a Twitter link that multiple people have already sent of it, of the whole thing.
No.
But that would require me to go to Twitter, and I don't care about Twitter.
Let's see.
I'm never gonna watch this movie. There's not even on my deathbed am I gonna watch this movie.
Understandable. I mean, my view on it is, it's an okay movie. if you
It's a movie.
didn't go in there with a high standard for it.
I mean, why would you go in there for high standards? Like, it's Minecraft. I
Yeah.
play Minecraft to shut my brain off, so I guess it's like, if you want to shut off your brain, that's fine. But I don't know, like, I don't know.
Understandable. Yeah, but it. I guess I don't know what I really expected. There was like things that I know they would like stray away from like the game a bit, but there was more
Yes.
components in the game that irritated me that wasn't the same as in the game. And then they had stuff that even isn't in this game and is part of other stuff.
Yes. Yes, it was kind of a hodgepodge of their IPs.
Wait, did they have a guy that would start a bunch of stuff but then never finish it and be like, all right, I'll come back to that. I'm gonna work on this. And then they would start working on something else. And then he would be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go work on this now. And then nothing ever got
No.
finished.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like a session of Minecraft. It was more. Here's the story going on, and the characters have to go through Minecraft to get through the story.
Yeah.
Oh, so they didn't have a guy whose hopper kept breaking and filling up with sand. He was like, why is my hopper broken? And then he goes, Kiki, can you help me?
No.
Nah, that might be in the second one.
Yeah, since they ended it with basically saying, hey, there's a chance that we might actually make a second one since we introduced Alex at the very end.
And then they're like $5 billion later.
Hi, Pay!
KEKLES.
Thank you for the race up. How are you?
I
I don't even know, because I can just sit here and rant about the gosh dang movie, but you have points. Maybe we go over your points and then go from there.
Anything I don't cover then, because basically I was like, we were in a waiting room, and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be talking about the Minecraft movie, and I was like, let's recap the whole movie, and then I just went through, and I'm like, okay, and I want to talk about this, I want to talk about that. And Ray Ray was like, not interested at all. And I'm like, fine, I'll write the notes myself.
Did she watch the movie with you?
Yeah, it was me, Ray Ray, and my nieces.
Oh.
What did your nieces think?
enjoy the movie.
One didn't like the art style, and one had fun.
Can completely
And-
understand. Some of the stuff was kind of creepy, but I mean, at the same time, I actually liked the art style because it did at least capture the blockiness of the game. It was creepy, but I did like it though.
Yeah,
Was the premise of the movie that some real IRL people got sucked into a Minecraft game? Or is it not a video game in the movie and it's like a whole nother world?
I would say the first one.
Yeah.
People got into the game.
Okay, so it is a video game in the movie.
Yeah.
It's more like an alternative reality.
Because you can get in and out
So
of it. Well, yeah, because actually, now that you think about it, they did end it, making it seem like they were never coming back, though. So.
Wait, so this is just like a worse Jumanji?
Actually,
Yeah.
didn't even think
Yeah.
about it like that. Yeah, it definitely was like a Jumanji.
Yeah, it's like there are video games in the world, but Minecraft isn't a video
I am
game.
here.
Minecraft
Could
is
be
an ultimate
better.
reality
Could be
that they
worse.
went
As
to
I
and
told
came back
Taco,
from.
I ordered my.
Oh, that's
Yay!
that
Congratulations! Hell yeah! We're also
That sounds
talking about the
interesting.
Minecraft movie. What else? Continue, Taco.
Okay. I don't think it's all like in order again, but oh, so as far as like the actors stuff like that, what what do you think of them?
Was Jack Black having fun and Jason Momoa?
Jack Black was having fun, and there was more songs than I suspected, and I'm pretty sure I qualify this movie as a musical.
Yes. Yeah, he went full song mode, and like it wasn't bad because the songs weren't kiddie enough to where you felt like they were written for kids to be put into this movie. Like it seemed like Jack Black wrote these songs and he had a theme of Minecraft.
Like the Peaches
pretty
song, yeah. It seemed like he actually put some effort into the songs.
Yeah, because there's one song I was like, I can't tell if this is a Minecraft song or not. And then they said like a couple key words, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is a Minecraft. So I'm like, yeah,
The
as
beefed
far
up
as
laptop
music
will
goes,
arrive in
like, he
2
did-
days. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's fast.
Did
Epic
they
shipping.
use any of the
It's a good time you bought it
melodies
now
from
because you don't know how much it would cost afterwards. Shoot.
Maybe I
If it is considered a musical, how does it stack up to Epic
They
the
didn't have
music?
that.
I don't know what Epic the music is. But I mean, if we're talking about like the music, the numbers were really good.
Yeah. So as far as Jack Black, he played against Steve. Like I liked him as Steve. There were a few moments where he was cheesing it up a little bit too much, and I kind of got knocked out of the movie a few times.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I can suspend my disbelief. And then there were a couple moments where I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, Steve.
What about Jason Momoa?
I was about to say, on the other hand, I actually like Jason Momoa's like the way he portrayed
Really?
that character. I did, and I would say that character is signature. 100%.
Oh, yes. Yes, you're actually right. Now you put in that aspect. Yeah. I can definitely see
would
that.
like some, I would like some elaboration, please.
The
because
hijinks that he gets
There you
into
go. It
are
exploded
things that
all
you
over
would do.
TikTok since December. How?
How he threw his trident.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what.
Something's
Either the name isn't ringing a bell,
not
and I do know,
specifically
but it's
that,
not
but he did
popping in my
things
head, or
that
I
could
just
see you doing.
really don't know what we're talking about.
And I was like, I like this dude.
Because he
Like-
is notorious for like being like, I won't get fit unless they pay me. So like it's very like he's very like, okay, pay me and then I'll do whatever you want essentially.
Okay,
professional.
interesting.
Well, I mean, like the stuff that they have to go through to get in shape for those movies, like you're changing your whole life, and it's months and months of work and eating straight broccoli and working out every day.
Yeah, they did say that
It's tough.
because it said that like Jack had to do like a lot of like to get himself like physically fit to be able to do a lot of that stuff, and he was really committed about trying to make sure he was able to do all that stuff. I do remember hearing something like
it
that.
was a physical role for him.
Yes.
And he's not as young as he used to be.
Yes, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Hi Alex, how are you?
There were a few moments like where the CG didn't line up with the like.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, for the most part, like everybody interacted with the CG, and I didn't notice that like both things weren't there at the same time. There was one moment where he was talking to the dog,
Uh-huh.
and he was not looking at the dog, and then like a couple seconds later, I was like, oh, that was off. But the real estate agent, she was okay. I feel like it could have been anybody in that role. Same thing for the two kids. Like,
Yeah.
anybody?
They were. I feel like they were very insignificant. Cause like,
So how many sorry, how many characters were actually in the movie? Or I guess yeah,
5.
main
Live action character. Yeah.
Well, I guess the main characters of the
Yeah.
story.
5. 2 kids, a Redditor, Jason, and Jack.
Steve. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Steve, I guess.
But
So long story
yeah,
short, Epic
it's
the
just
music
like,
is based
I'd say
off
both of
of the
them did it
Odyssey.
good. Both
It
of
was
the two.
originally one man. Patient for his music degree
yeah, Jack
and
Black
evolved
is-
into doing his whole epic. Oh yeah, I definitely didn't know what that is then, because I
Everybody
definitely
did a
didn't
great
see it.
job. I'll just.
Man, and there the celebrational episode has
Anyway.
been doing well, lots of hard work, and I loved how it turned out. Yay! So happy
Kinda
for
fuck up
you.
for me on that one,
Alright.
Taco, what you say?
We always love when we put
Oh, it was
hard
just
work
a-
in
it was
something
just
and
a
it's
wrap-up.
turning
I'd
out
say
really
that-
well.
That Jason Momoa and Jack Black did a great job, and then for the other three actors, it really could have been anybody
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, they did a good job.
They were
Like, I
there.
don't have any complaints or anything. Yeah.
They were there.
I
They were there.
will say I am really happy about the boy because I learned that he is actually the only reason why there is a tribute to Technoblade in the movie. Because the director
Oh.
didn't know who or anything about Technoblade, and the kid brought it up as him being like somebody that was like really big and part of the Minecraft community. So he's actually the only reason why there is a Technoblade tribute in the movie.
Who is Technoblade?
Ooh, what was the tribute?
It was
The pig
the
with the crown.
crown on. Yeah. But
Okay.
Technoblade, it was basically, well, back in the day, it was basically this really big Minecraft YouTuber. And his Minecraft character was basically a pig with a crown. And what kind of, I guess, and a robe, there we go, like a royalty robe kind of outfit.
Mhm.
And
He was
he,
like a king.
yes, he died in 2022 of cancer.
Oh, that's
Yes.
Oh, was he one of the? Okay. So I'm trying to remember like the day I used to.
But like,
One
Like-
of those people was.
yeah, like he was a really, like, if you were in like other Minecraft YouTubers and stuff like that, other big Minecraft YouTubers, he was one of those like biggest Minecraft YouTubers. One of the like people that like shaped a lot of Minecraft 2 and stuff. So that was like back in the day, and he like what was he? He was like 22, I think, when he died.
oh damn.
Yeah, he died to sarcoma cancer. Yeah. But basically his tribute was the pig with the crown on his head, and it walks out and they're like, what's up with him? Is he a king? And Steve is like, no, he's a legend. Basically meaning, legends don't die. Which is basically Technoblade's, catchphrase, which is Technoblade never dies. But yeah, so
Okay, that's good.
the kid is the only reason why he has a tribute in the movie. So I will applaud him on that one.
Okay, that's cool.
That is very nice.
There should be Hiki music code. That would be epic. I do like singing. I just don't think I'm that good at it. It's on
Nobody
his own.
mentioned the big square
its own
wolf
too.
that was just.
I mean, it kind of fits because I mean, in the game, the dog is technically square. It's really weird with how square it is, but yeah, I mean, it kind of fits. I mean, it is Minecraft. I thought the pacing of the movie, I thought was really weird, in my opinion. Cause
how so? And
it just, well, first off, I felt like halfway through the movie, I honestly forgot I was watching a Minecraft movie. Yeah, because I was all like, what am I watching here? Because there's like, it starts off with, you know, Steve yearning for the mine. And he as a kid, he wanted to be in that mine. And then there's this creepy old guy that's all like blocking him from going into it. And then when he gets into it, basically, and then so then he grows up and he's like, works in this 9-to-5 job and stuff. And I'm like, okay. But then he's like, wait a minute. I'm an adult. I can go to the mines now. And he goes to the mine and he starts mining and he finds the stuff that makes the portal. And so then he goes into Minecraft and...
Oh, so he goes to the mine and that old guy's still trying to scare him off.
Yes! But he's all like, I'm faster than you. So he just gets around the guy. Goes to the mine, digs up the cube and the crystal, and puts it together, and then it just forms the portal. Which I guess now I can kind of understand the coloring of the portal. Because at first I was just like, this is not the color of a portal. But I guess since it was connected from the game to the real world, I guess I can give it some slack compared to like how the Nether portal is like the regular purpley color kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like, it goes in and then he's like, oh, then he makes the dog friend and he's like, yay, Minecraft, and we're in Minecraft and everything. And then they go to the Nether and then it goes bad. And then he's like, go dog, run, take this with you. And then the dog runs and leaves, and then we're back in the real world. And now we're talking about all the people. And I'm like, okay, you get no background on any of these people besides Jason, who is this gosh dang the trash man, or what is it? What was it? Trash guy, trash can, trash whatever. He was the only one we got background on. Garbage man, that's what it was.
Yeah, and everybody gets on. They're like, all right, trash bag. I'm like, Jesus.
He was the only one that we got freaking backstory for. We didn't get no backstory from the kids who apparently moved there because their mom died and that was her final wish. You got no backstory from the realtor, who I'm assuming, I guess we were supposed to make the assumption that was their mom's friend and that's who helped them get the house, which, long story short, turned out to be Steve's old house. Okay. And then it goes on to the kids going to school and stuff, and then like the aging just looked odd because she didn't look old enough to be taken, be like the parent and stuff, or the guardian.
Yeah.
She didn't look old enough at all. Like, they literally looked like they was like maybe like 1 or 2 years apart. And the boy is supposed to be in high school. And I'm like, okay. And then
it's like the senior's the mom of the junior.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay. Then he's working on projects and then they failed, and then stuff happens and he blows up something, and then like the kid meets Jason, and then he's like, Jason's gone into debt and broke as hell. And then Jason goes to an auction, buys an auction unit. That's apparently the auction unit had all of Steve's storage stuff in it. And that's how he just randomly came across the cube. And then the kid comes across the cube while he's in Jason's store that he's supposed to be moving out of because he got evicted from it. And then it's like, oh, this piece of paper. Don't put these together. Flip it over. Or else, don't do this, but there is a lot of riches and blah, 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 blah. And then that's when it like reiterated that we were supposed to go back to Minecraft. And then by now, we're like halfway through the movie. And I'm like, the fudge? I'm like, I forgot we even watched a Minecraft movie because we hadn't seen anything besides the first 10 minutes of the movie that it was a Minecraft related movie. And then like Taco said, nobody questioned the square dog because the dog took the cue from the Minecraft world, went through the overworld portal, took it to Steve's old house, and was living out his days in the overworld.
Just like a regular dog or a square
yes, no, a square dog.
A square dog.
The dog that you saw what it looked like. That's how he looked like in the overworld.
Nothing transforms going between the real world. It's like if a square zombie came into the real world, he's
yeah. So even like when the villager went into the real world, what he looked like in Minecraft is what he looked like in the real world.
Interesting.
Yeah. But like by the time they make it back into Minecraft, we're like already halfway through the movie. So then you're trying to get the rest of the plot in like the second half of the movie. And it's all like, oh, bad guys misunderstood. I'm going to take over the world now because nobody understood me. And then we got... Yeah.
It was a bad guy.
It was this female piglin that was in Nether Got Talent and was doing interpretive dancing, and everybody did not understand her vision. And her dad was all like, I need you to stop doing this. You were basically the laughing stock. Go get your gold. And then she was all like, I'm never going to let anybody judge me again, and became the bad guy.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
and then...
with the bad piglin lady. To me, she kind of took the place of the Arch-Illager.
The who?
You cut out halfway through that, Taco.
Oh, okay. She like the bad pigman lady. She basically took the place of the Arch-Illager.
So what's an Arch-Illager?
The bad guy in Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah.
Taco, you're gonna have to do a refresher because that was so long ago. The last time we played Minecraft Dungeons.
So
Last time that was pre-COVID.
Yeah, so the the little it's like it looks like a baby illager, except it has a robe and it can fly and it has a staff and it basically
Yeah,
does
that
magic.
guy. I do remember now.
Yeah. And basically, it would always like summon all the big bad bosses that we'd have to fight.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on, wait,
Yeah,
I got
so
the
basically-
picture for you. You'll remember who it is, Signature, when I post this picture.
Yeah, so I would say that the bad guy in this movie basically took that spot.
Where am I
Never
at
stopped
here?
playing Minecraft Dungeons.
Hmm?
Why did we ever stop playing Minecraft Dungeons?
COVID happened.
Scheduling.
Taco
Yeah,
had to take a hiatus. I posted the picture, Signature.
Yep. I remember that guy.
Yeah, that's basically the equivalent of the evil person. And then they threw in Big Chungus, the meme.
Big one.
And I was thinking he was...
Very memey movie.
Yes, it was. And then I'm over here thinking, oh, Big Chungus is gonna have like this cool, deep voice and something. No. Just like, he has like just like this high voice kind of thing. And I'm like, I don't like this.
That was the Injunk guy.
The Big Chungus, the very first piglin that was sent to go after Seed because they thought he had betrayed them and he was never working for them to begin with.
Oh, the one who was like, oh, I must unalive you and stuff.
Yeah, that one. That was Big Chungus.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get now why he kind of didn't fit.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, they only did that because Warner Brothers is trying to claim the meme because Big Chungus started with like the big Bug Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, and so that's the only reason why they put it in there, because they're trying to basically claim something that they technically didn't even come up with.
They did not. Just like Warner Brothers trying to take credit for nothing.
Yeah.
Take credit for something they didn't do.
I would say with the Minions, another one that kind of got swapped out.
Hold on. There were Minions in the movie?
No.
Um,
the ladies Minions.
just saw something that had me
That's-
legit go, oh no, actual advertiser Until Dawn is getting its own movie. Until Dawn is getting its own movie? The fudge?
Even bigger dude.
Cliche, I
I feel
will
like he took the
maintain
place
to
of the
the day I
Redstone
die. The one
monstrosity.
thing where the Matrix could be worked into the film, cut down the film, the moment
Wait, was
that
the Nether Dragon in this movie?
Ender Dragon,
I don't
and
think the
no.
Nether was in it.
Ender Dragon. There we go.
No.
Yeah. I don't think the
What
Nether was
about-
in there at all.
What the hell?
Film at the
What about-
Oh
moment.
no, the Nether was in there for like they mentioned it.
Well, yeah, I
No,
mean, he
that's
went
where the
into
penguins were.
it and then got stuck
Yes.
in there, then came back, and yeah.
Well, I
The
guess
end
Squirt-
wasn't mentioned.
Yes.
They also
What's the
didn't.
thing that-
As far as the Nether, they were just at like a fortress, right? Like one.
I
part of a
don't even
fortress, and
think
that
it was technically like a fortress. Is apparently the Piglins had apparently taken over the whole entire Nether, and so it was just nothing but the Piglins. And I guess you can kind of say it was like his portal basically led right into a. I guess you can say not a Nether fortress, but a bastion. There we go.
Bash. Okay, yeah. And that's basically all of the Nether that you saw. It's
Yeah.
like you didn't see any of the skeleton place or any of the blue and red trees or anything like that.
Yeah, you basically only saw the bastion. Like his portal was just so lucky it spawned inside of a bastion, right in front of the bad guy's throne.
Which is the worst luck.
We did that before, Kiki.
Uh
Well, it was like in reverse. We teleported out of the Nether and ended up in a fairy cave or whatever it is.
yeah. But that's because like the height and stuff is weird, and the spawning portals back is really weird. Okay. But yeah, bad guy, misunderstood, blah blah blah, very cliche. They apparently, I know I took this from a different streamer when they were talking about the movie, that they never explained why, even though they never showed the end, never explained how Steve got the 2 elytras and the 1 ender pearl.
That I
Movie
think that's
magic.
more of a backstory kind of thing. I don't think it would be necessary to
Happened off panel.
explain like how he got all stuff.
Yeah, but they could like, even like I said, I took this from another streamer. That's what they were saying. But it was like they could have been something like really simple, of like just a simple flashback of
Yeah,
like,
that
since
would've
we
been-
were
that would've
already
been cool.
getting the flashback of how he got there to begin with, could have easily done another simple flashback when he was showing them all the loot and everything, about how he found that after like Jason used the 1 ender pearl and he said, well, that was my only one. Could have easily been like why, and then had a flashback of how he got it and stuff.
Yeah, that would have been entertaining.
Were there any Endermen in the movie?
Yes.
Yes, 1. Because
That
apparently Endermen spawn in woodland mansions.
Okay.
I thought the way they used the Enderman was kind of cool. Like
It was.
he did like Itachi from Naruto's move, where it's like infinite daydream kind of,
Yeah.
or like you just see visions of whatever he wants you to see, and like that was actually really cool.
They did throw Herobrine in there, basically.
That's the guy. I couldn't think of his damn name.
During that exact same scene when they were doing the dream, well, it was very far-fetched. You have to remember that, you know, Jack Black is Steve, Hero Brian is just Steve with the white eyes, and during that whole vision thing, Steve was the only one with the white eyes, which was supposed to resemble Hero Brian.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very far-fetched because you also have to remember, you know, Steve is an actual human being and not a square blocky person.
I was like, that's a very, very deep.
Yeah.
I feel like they were almost there, but didn't quite hit the mark for Minecraft fans.
I would say for hardcore Minecraft fans, yes, that would be true. But for the masses, I think they knocked it out of the park.
Well, I mean, yeah, for the masses,
Video
'cause they
game
don't
movie, what's
understand it,
next?
but
A
they're
roller
like, they're
coaster
throwing in all of
tycoon
these
movie?
references that Minecraft
How would they go
players
about
would
that?
be the ones to get, but they just didn't execute them the best way.
I feel like the movie was only a big hit because everybody was gonna go see it, regardless if you thought the movie was gonna be good or bad. And that's why they got everybody there. The Minecraft game is just such a big thing. But back to like what Taco said about, yes, we understand that the game is meant for kids and stuff. And I could understand if maybe if the game had came out like 1 or 2 years ago, so it was still like new and it was targeted towards kids and everything. But the fact the game came out in like 2009, and so yes, the people who started playing it in 2009 might have been kids, but as they have grown up, they're now adults who might actually still like the game. And then people are just all like, well, it's meant for kids. Yeah, I started playing the game as a kid, but now I'm an adult, and you know, it's still not fair for the people who's been with it for the whole entire time. All because they're an adult, they don't get to have like as much entertainment because they want to dumb it down or make it more simple for kids.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like a treadmill. It's like you got to keep bringing in new people, but the long fans that have been there since day one, they're like kind of getting left behind.
Yeah. You know, back in the good old days, they used to make movies that catered to everybody.
Did they though?
Hey, I mean, how many times
Shrek.
they put a character in and they died in the kids' movie? It built character.
I would say Shrek would be one that kind of like bridge the gap.
I was thinking of Lion King. Or Bambi, you know, any of the old time movies where a character died and it was supposed to be a kids movie.
Talking about Disney movies only.
Who else makes kids movies that's not anime?
Pokemon? Oh wait, not
That's an anime.
Bluey's coming out with a movie.
Who?
You know what Bluey is?
No, I said no. I didn't hear you. I said who. Bluey is so new though, technically. But yeah, I guess I can. That counts. That's one.
I'm gonna go see that movie. I'm excited for the Bluey movie.
Well, Bluey has like such a big, even adult fan base, just because it's what is? Isn't that like the Australia movie?
Yeah, dude, have you ever watched Bluey? It is such a good show. It's
I
not,
think I'm following Taco. I'm not trying to fall into like the hype of something.
dude, no, Bluey's just a good show. It's kind of, you know, when like when SpongeBob came out, they'd go, oh, it's a kid's cartoon, but then they would sneak in those jokes that only adults would get. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, like Steven Universe. I can compare it to that. That was actually Steven Universe is really like relating, even though it's a kids show.
That's not my time. Adventure Time.
You say Adventure Time? Oh my
I
gosh.
love Adventure Time. That's a great show. Okay, what anybody says.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Taco, you
It
never
was
seen
okay.
anything.
I've never
Yeah.
seen Adventure Time.
Except for the Minecraft movie.
Huh?
I said you've never seen anything except for the
Main
Minecraft
character
movie.
is
You'll finish
approached
the
by a
show.
mysterious figure given a.
I did
You ain't know
finish
what
some
could
of
be
that
turned into a
anime.
movie? Stardew Valley. There you go. That one can be turned into a movie. It would be so weird, but I can see
I'll
that
give you
being a
credit for
movie.
that. You finished solo leveling. I'm proud of you.
Inflicted issues on the design.
Thanks, Dad.
Let's
Ain't
go
enough
through it all.
clones. Stardew Valley or even what's that
I'm
other
trying to
one?
think, Was SpongeBob considered a kid's cartoon?
Yeah.
I would say so.
I would say
Especially like
yes.
the older ones.
What's that
Is it the same
other
thing? I feel like
one?
it's been around long enough to where.
Oh yeah.
Animal
it's
Crossing.
been
There we
around
go.
for
That's what it
ages.
is. I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
they would make that a
Keep it
live
like
action
adult
though, but I can
And
see
video
like those
games
being
and-
movies.
So many video games.
And Hot Wheels.
But SpongeBob also came out with 2 movies.
Yeah, 2.
SpongeBob has at least 3.
Yeah, I was about to
Okay,
say 2. I was about to say 2 didn't sound right. Yes, it was about 3.
I'm trying to I felt like 2 was wrong, but I can't remember what the third one would be. Because I know they had the first one where they got to save the king, and then there's the one with Keanu Reeves, but I can't remember what the second one or the third one is. It don't matter.
Okay.
What about Blue's Clues?
Is Blue's Clues on
wasn't. Well, no, was Blue's Clues Nickelodeon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Okay,
It's
that
gone
makes.
through like several, I guess, Joes. I guess that's their name. I guess.
Oh my gosh, the Blue's Clues movie. Oh my gosh, it's so nostalgic because it has all the Joes, and it's so bad because I've grown up with every Joe. And it's
Really?
It's so yeah, because like the original Joe first came back, and it was like, oh my gosh, and then there was
I thought
this.
his name is Steve. I thought it was Steve.
Yeah.
Is it also Steve?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think one of them is Steve. The first one is Steve, and then
His
wow, I
cousin
don't
Joe
know.
takes over.
No, isn't it?
Let's see.
No, isn't all 3 of them technically supposed to be the same person, just played by different people?
No, because when Steve left the show, his cousin took over. So there's like an episode where they transition, and Steve's like, all right, well, I gotta go. And I'm
Oh,
gonna
the
leave you
second
here."
guy name is Joe, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't remember. But but there isn't a thing where they transitioned.
I do remember the transitioning, but
I was gone well before that.
yeah, I like grew up with like all 3 that played the main person and stuff, so that was like nostalgic to see when the first one actually came back and everything. That like broke the internet when he came back, because he just like left out of nowhere and nobody knew why he had left or anything. And then so when he came back, he literally broke the gosh dang internet.
I got to see him when we went to the convention here a couple years ago.
That's all right.
So
He was
Josh
there.
is the third host,
Josh.
and Steve's younger brother is Joe.
Okay, so Joe's the second one then. And then Steve's the first one.
Yeah, Joe's first day. Steve goes to college.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, we're getting off track. We were supposed to be talking about the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like, when can I?
Sorry. Okay, back to the Minecraft movie. But yeah, villain
what-
misunderstood. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna take over the world. Eternal darkness. Give me the spear of power, and it was a cube. Then go piglins, drink this nether wart potion, and it keeps you from turning into a zombie. which in my opinion, I guess is just smashed up. I guess like when you take the potion and the first thing you put in the nether wart, I'm assuming that's what that version is. So like an awkward potion or something like that
Okay.
is my assumption, because that's not something in the game. There, and then Steve talking about like all his treasures and stuff. What is it? The Boots of Swiftness, which is like a Terraria thing.
Wait, no, Boost of Swiftness were. Oh, I guess maybe Dungeons took it from Terraria, but they're in Dungeons.
Oh yeah, because it hasn't been so. I feel like the game is more based off like a modded Minecraft, because there were just some things that made me think, you know, this seems like a modded.
Yeah, I did like how the Boots of Swiftness turned one of the golems into basically like Optimus Prime.
Yeah, which was also really weird. It's like instead of putting a pumpkin on their head to make it an iron golem, they put the boots on their head, and it became this big, buff, super fast iron golem. It was so random. Like a few Minecraft related things that I was like to me didn't add up is like in the movie, zombies attack passive mobs. So that iconic pink sheep that they put in, there's just a scene of like the zombies just ripping it to shreds. And I'm like, that's not in the game. And if it was, you know how weird it would be seeing mobs like following like sheeps and pigs and stuff to attack them.
Yeah, that was odd. That threw me for a second. It's weird when they do stuff that's so odd. Like that's so not what you're used to.
Yeah, there was that.
Without having a real reason?
Yes. That was one thing. There was the wolf being mad at the people, and I'm like, wolves aren't naturally mad at people unless you like hit them and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I guess.
But
And then, you know,
if it's tame, it stays tame unless you hit it, right?
I don't even think even when you hit it, it doesn't come untamed. You just take, yeah, it whines and takes damage. So they added that. They did add that, like, he lost his collar and became untamed.
Yeah.
So they like and then when they retamed him, he got the exact same name that he originally got when Steve had found him.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off.
And then let's see, and then like just so conveniently, every time the wolf showed up, there just happened to be a spare bone sitting on the ground. One bone, which, you know, if you've ever tamed a dog, it doesn't take just one bone to tame it. Like, what kind of luck do you have taming the dog off the first bone?
He believed in the heart of the cards.
Yeah, right.
One thing for me that they kind of another thing that they adjusted was the pigman raid that happened on the village.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's an illager raid. Why did they take illagers out of this movie so much?
Oh yeah, no, the editors were in the mansion.
Yeah, but yeah, so the illagers are in the mansion. There was no outpost, but that's fine. There was no reason for the story to go to out. And then the bad guy in the movie should have been the arc illager, and then the raid should have been done by illagers. So I'm
yeah, well, It should have been done by illagers, but when the main enemy was the piglin from the nether, it made no sense for it to be done by illagers when the illagers were literally not anywhere in the movie besides protecting the woodland mansion, where that's where illagers naturally be.
What if?
We're getting into hypotheticals that might have made the movie better, Taco. I don't know if we want to cross that border.
What if it was the bad guys were just illagers? Did they have to be pigmen? It could pigmen.
Taco, that's another thing. Like, I know somebody said it was like, why is it just like, oh, the piglins want to take over the world as the theme? Like, it's been done so many times, and they could have probably came up with a different theme. But nah, the theme they picked is one that is portrayed always. The piglins want to take over the world. Blah 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 blah.
Why piglins though? Like they never interact with the outside world.
Yeah, especially with the fact that like when they come to the outside world, they just get zombified. So that is another weird assumption on why they picked piglins over like Taco said. It might have been better if they actually had used the illagers because they're actually in the overworld.
Yeah, because I'm like, they're in the overworld, they're in the mansion, they do raids. I'm like,
let's see.
Yes,
Based on the
can't bet on a
still,
sequel.
absolutely.
Like, we'll just do part of
You
the
expect
story, and then
movies
we know
execution
it's
to
gonna
care
do well,
about
so then
lore
we'll do the good
continuously.
stuff or we'll do
Yeah.
the cooler stuff in the second movie. I get that.
That's
So I
anything
get why
wrong
they
with
like
it, but the makers
a
didn't
lot of
care.
different mobs and everything. But I'm like,
Nobody knows.
with
Nobody
what
knows
they've done
Bing.
with pillagers so far, I'm like, yeah, have Steve's portal go to a outpost, and then have, for whatever reason, the Arch Illager be the one who's trying to take over the world. Like, they could have done a lot of the same things with Illagers.
Honestly, yeah, they
instead
could
of
have
Pigmen.
they could have taken the what is it, Minecraft Dungeons route.
Yeah, I'm like they
They could have followed that story.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe they're kind of like, we already did that story.
Everybody's already done the freaking piglins taking over the world story. Find something else. Minecraft is literally a sandbox game where the point is to literally come up with your own story. Why couldn't they come up with their own story?
Because that would have been way too hard.
That's the whole point of the game. Create your own story. People have done better roleplay series than this gosh dang freaking movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was fine. Let's see. Oh, another thing with the zombies. When they were on the top of the house, and the creeper like blew up the door, and they all started to the roof.
Oh, that was another thing. Creepers don't explode because of you just like being there and them they're going up and exploding. No, creepers only attacked like if you hit them. I'm like, that is not right, because they were in that cave on the minecart. Mind you, full of creepers, and just standing there like in the minecart looking at all these creepers, and not a single one started exploding until Jack told them to start hitting the creepers as as Jason's pushing the minecart, and that was the only reason that started them blowing up.
That would have been the end of the movie.
It doesn't matter. The whole point of creepers is that they literally just walk upon you and explode.
Man, imagine you're like, oh, I'll finish that rail one day, and then you have a situation where you need to escape out of you need to get through your creeper farm that you built, and you forgot to put the redstone.
Also, what kind of creeper farm is that? Who just has an open dark cave as a creeper farm? And a random minecart track that just goes through there. Not a single torch. Because for your information, unless you specifically design it, you're not only getting creepers spawning in a dark room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it has to be a specific height.
Like, besides the beginning, I don't think skeletons and zombies made any more appearances besides the very beginning when they first entered the
chicken
world.
jockey or whatever.
That the chicken jockey was so random because it was a boxing fight in the woodland mansion, and they just had a chicken and a baby zombie in a crate. And they lowered the baby zombie in the crate, and it was a full-on boxing match with Steve tied up in a corner and Jason versus the chicken jockey, which made no sense how that even came out of. Because is there a gosh dang boxing arena in the freaking Woodland Mansion?
Not that I know of. I doubt it.
No, it also could be a wrestling ring.
But even still, there's none of that in the Woodland Mansion.
Oh yeah, that was straight. That was like straight movie. I was about to say movie magic, but I did like they did capture the aggressiveness of a baby zombie.
Yes, they did do that.
Because just watching it, I was like, oh god.
Yeah. They did do that, and then there's where was it? Then there was the baby jockey faking being innocent kid, and Steve was all like, "No, don't fall for it," and then he just comes out and starts attacking him again.
Another thing with the zombies when Steve saved them from that rooftop, he was like ripping their arms off. And I'm like, whoa. You don't need to do all that. You just need to buy yourself some time till the sun comes up. Like 5-10 minutes max.
Which is basically what happened.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, another thing with the zombies. One of his first nights after he bought the house, or after he built the house, he was like, night happens like 20 minutes, every 20 minutes. And he was just cowering in the corner, and like the zombies were just like, just banging on the door.
Which is true. They do that, though, if they see you, like, go in.
And, like, I love the way that they did it for the movie. Because, like, for them to do it the way it happens in the game, it wouldn't have been scary enough. But, yeah, that was also another thing that was spot on. Because, like, I wanted to leave, too. I was like, where's the sun, please? Do you think they got the idea for the happy gas from this gas blimps in this movie?
No.
No?
Because gas, I mean, the whole thing about the gas is that gas are never supposed, that's the whole point of like not the return to sender. That's the whole point of, what is the achievement called? Hold up, let me look it up.
Where you hit the fireball back at it?
No, that's return to sender.
Oh.
Cinder, I get it. Cinder.
Ah.
Return to Cinder.
Achievement. What is it called?
All right, guys, I gotta
Uneasy
log off.
Alliance is when you rescue a gas
later,
from the
Signature.
nether. Bye, Signature.
Bye, Signature.
Enjoy talking about the movie.
Yeah, so Uneasy Alliance is when and it's specifically rescue a gas from the nether. Meaning gas was never supposed to be in the nether. They're always meant to be in the overworld, which is the lore of it, basically. So, the happy gas definitely did not come from the movie. Because I've also know that you probably never noticed in the chaos of killing the gas, when you actually kill a gas, it actually smiles because you've released it from its personal hell of basically being the nether.
That is way too deep for Minecraft.
Oh, trust me. I didn't know that until actually I saw a video of like actually killing the gas, and like at the very end before it despawns, it actually does smile. Which, like I said, goes along with the lore, and that's why gas drops a gas tier. So the happy gas is basically the gas crying to keep the gas alive because it's technically an aquatic creature. So the gas tier, aka their form of water, is what kept the happy gas, hydrated, or I guess alive.
Interesting.
So would the gas be like a guardian, I guess?
I guess. Yeah.
Because it's like you said, aquatic creature, and the only thing that's relatively big enough are the guardians.
I guess you can
And
say that,
whatever-
yeah.
And whatever, like their big boss or whatever is in the middle of their not mansion, but their thing.
Yes.
It's like I want to say squid, but I'm like, there's a squid right here. So I'm like, no.
Nah, I think like ancient. What is it? Not ancient guardians. Oh no, is it called? No, elder guardians. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Would a gas be an octopus?
I don't know what the best thing what saying a gas would be.
Septopus, because or I don't know. Yeah. Oh, one thing at the mansion that they didn't show was the LAs.
Yeah, they didn't show that.
So I was like, as soon as they said Woodland Mansion, I was like, what are the LAs gonna look like? Real cool, and they didn't show them.
Did they? I don't even think they mentioned the guys that spawn the what is the
Vindicator?
Yeah, that's the one that spawns the
teeth in the ground.
Yes, and the flying bad version of the LAs that for some reason the name is escaping me.
Oh, I do not.
The gray ones with the sword that attacks you. Hold up. I gotta see what they're called now. Oh wow, nice. Evo LAs, easy. I like how when I typed in evil, the first thing that popped was LA. Vexes, there we go. Did they even show what the Vexes look like?
No, they just named the people who are in a Woodland Mansion.
Yeah.
And then ran past all of them.
Yes. Like literally talked about
CGI budget probably was at its limit at that point.
Yeah, talked about have to go through 3 levels, and in the last room, that's where all the loot is, and you have to worry about the Enderman who protects it all. So you don't look at them a lot. But my thought is, I have raided Woodland Mansions. They do not always have that much gosh dang loot in those chests. A lot of those chests are just be empty.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention because by then I was like already upset with the movie. Was it actually in a dark oak forest with like the red mushrooms and everything around it? Because I remember it being near a cliff and a bridge, but I don't remember actually paying attention to the area around it on if it was actually in a dark oak forest.
The area around the mansion?
Yes, because they only spawn in dark oak forests.
Oh, I didn't even.
Yeah, see, I didn't pay attention to that either. So I'm like, shoot, I don't even know if they even followed that either.
Oh, okay. So, wow, I looked at it in a immediate. Oh, so when he made the bucket chucks.
Oh yeah, they made like they were able to craft things that technically you can't craft in Minecraft, which I guess is their own spin on it, which I can
I guess what you said, that would
understand.
be modded.
Yeah, having extra things that you wouldn't technically be able to craft in the game. Yeah, I feel like that would be modded very much.
So what? Let's see. Is this a good idea? It's a very. This is like wet dough. Like it's not even baked. This is something that I like started thinking about. Like you know, you have suspicious stew where you like make food that's not a real recipe, and it just kind of gives you gibberish.
It does it. They all have like their, well, Suspicious 2 all has like, it's not random, but it has its like meanings and stuff. But yes, I understand what you're talking about.
What if you could do that with like weapons?
I
Like,
guess the question would be how.
like a suspicious tool or something like that, where you could like just put stuff on the crafting table and it just kind of guesses what you're trying to make.
I think there would be too
Like,
many
what-
outcomes, and that would be really hard to be able to achieve. Which I guess is
Okay.
also why that's not like a thing in the actual game.
Okay, that makes sense. Let me see what. Oh, so the villain. I don't know how I feel about the villain's kind of like Maleficent, where she's kind of like attacking everybody out of spite. Like, you know, it's her hurt people, and it's like when she was young, she got hurt.
So she
Inflicting all
follows
that
the
on everyone.
cycle.
Taco
Yes.
asked,
So-
how, what do you
But
think of
then
the
she's also
idea
funny,
of just like
like,
throwing
at
random
times.
things
So
into the
I'm like-
crafting table and it makes like a random
I'm like,
tool?
yeah, pick one. Like, I either don't want to like you at all, or you're cool. This whole in between stuff, I'm like, I don't know. But basically at the end, when she was zombifying, she's like, come here, let me tell you something.
Oh yeah, that part was actually really funny. Like how would it have a knife on me? Pulls up the same knife that just been on the ground.
Yeah, so I'm like, that was good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, it wasn't a horrible movie. There was some good points, but I mean, I wanted more Minecraft related lore kind of stuff because I feel like Minecraft has a whole bunch of lore stuff that could have made it into an actual like decent movie. But I also think like if Minecraft came out with a movie, that it shouldn't be live action.
Okay. Yeah.
So I guess for a live action movie, it's okay that it's a little bit memey, but I guess I knew I wasn't gonna like it because of that factor.
Yeah, it would have been cool if they expanded more on the lore of the game instead of
Heard about the suspicious
mixing the
dude
lore,
trying to do
like
something
scrambling the
similar
lore.
with weapons,
can
but
make
lost
a
me there.
Cohesive
If there
story
was
you
a
could
way
execute in
that
an
would
hour and a half
allow
or
the
2
user
hours
to
or however
randomly
long it
create a
was.
specific tool only
It was
after
almost 2
completing some action,
hours.
then I could see it being really useful, as if you trying to
Okay.
discover how the tool can be used
I
before
don't
you
know.
know how
Was
to
it almost
best
2
shape.
hours?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was like an hour. Hold on, I can just look it up. How long was the Minecraft movie? 1 hour and 41 minutes. Really? No wonder why I forgot I was watching the movie halfway through. On top of the fact,
It's
two of my
hard.
friends literally fell asleep during the movie.
That's. Do
Um,
they play Minecraft?
yes.
Really? Have
Yes.
they played the other versions of like dungeons and all that
No.
stuff? Okay.
But what he means is like, so in the movie, I can't remember. There might have been a
Oh, the
clip of the
cameo.
trailer when Jason
Did you see
takes. Did I see what?
Yins?
I probably wasn't paying attention. Was he at the auction?
No, it was the I don't even know who was at. It was at the dinner date.
No, I was too busy looking at that gosh dang nitwit that was dating the gosh dang chick. I kid you not. I looked at nothing else but the nitwit. I was all like, what the hell is going on and why is this a thing?
I was like, his head looks gross.
No, I didn't. I literally paid no attention to anything around besides the nitwit in the whole entire. Every time that whole thing came up, I was like, why is this a thing? Why are we getting this side quest romance with the nitwit and was it the principal of the school?
Yeah.
Yeah, after she hit him with her car.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason why I brought that up was because Jason made bucket chucks,
okay,
basically
so-
2 iron buckets attached like nunchucks, and then
Like, my nieces,
the
they're like,
kid,
what part didn't you like about the movie? And I was like, the dinner scene. They're like,
kid,
"Why?" And I was like,
made a
That
like
actress
potato launcher
always plays
with a tater
characters that I
tot and a
don't care for.
battery and stuff. So
I don't know
like
what it is.
that's what Taco was basically saying, like throwing random
every
stuff in there
character
and
she
getting like a
plays,
random tool.
Don't. So every time I see that
Yeah,
she's in a
that
movie,
was
I'm like,
a
oh,
subplot to the whole movie. On top of like the whole movie going on, there'll be
Here's another
random cuts
situation. I'm like,
back to because like
why
once
why
the
did
portal
you
got
call the nitwit out of
reactivated,
all
the
the
nitwit
Minecraft
found the portal,
something
went
with?
into
Why
the
the nitwit?
overworld,
What is
got
the nitwit?
hit
Who
by a
is this guy?
car,
The green
which
one that never
was
gets a
the lady
Oh, I don't know.
who was the principal
Is
of
that
the
what he's
school that
called?
the kid went to.
Yes.
Yeah, he's called a nitwit because he literally is he's basically a unemployed villager. He can never get a job.
That's interesting.
That's why I always murder them every time I see them in the village, because they're pointless and a waste of space, and I can get a villager that actually can get a job. But yeah, the movie going on, this nitwit, and it just randomly just
It's like,
cuts to
so
like
sorry, the
different
principal. I was
things.
like, oh.
First, it cuts to her hitting him with the car after he goes out
Were
after
the
he walks
villagers
out the
actually
mine.
talking, or was it just like the noise that they make?
Both.
Yeah. Because it started with him making the noise, but at the end of the movie he explains that, oh yeah, because she hit me with her car, it unlocked my ability to be able to understand and talk human, and so now I can speak human. And she apparently learned how to speak villager.
Ugh.
As you do.
God,
Yeah, and
I
that's
hated
how
that
that was like
You could have taken
the
that whole part out of the movie.
honestly, that whole entire like love story didn't even need to be in the movie. It was like
Not at all.
it was so random. So yeah, so it started with him walking out the portal after it got reactivated, getting hit by a car, then going to dinner, and then at the end they're like what, boyfriend and girlfriend getting married? I don't even remember. And her ex coming and saying like, this is who you're dating? He was like, yes, and blah 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 blah. Now I know how to speak village, like know how to speak English, and she knows how to speak village. I think she was asking him out at the end, and if they didn't cut it off at the end, I swear we were gonna see the Minecraft way of a kid spawning, because they had like the hearts going around them, and a kid was just gonna pop right there, but didn't happen because it cut off right after that. It was either going to be a makeout scene or a kid was showing up. I don't know which one was going to happen if that kept going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could have completely done without that that side quest.
Oh, and then there was when they were flying and Steve thought he had 3 elytras, so he jumped on Jason's back and was using that, and then like they were being chased by the gas, and they basically, the gas like they had them trapped going into like a wall, and like the gas shot a fireball and it made like a little hole in the wall that they were gonna have to fit through, and they basically like 69 themselves while flying to fit through it, and everybody wanted like a kiss scene and make out session from them.
They egged
Yeah,
that on.
they really did.
Like, they did not have to talk as much as they did about what was happening at the moment.
Yeah, like if they wanted this to be a kids movie, they definitely did not have to add that.
Yeah, I was like, why are y'all talking about this so much? I'm like, yeah.
Okay, I got you,
Assume the
thing.
position and then fly through. I'm like, how can I say
Yeah,
these words without making this sentence even worse?
It's yeah. And the bad thing is like I can't even like talk to certain people about it because certain people actually find it like to be
like,
an amazing movie. It was such a good movie, and I'm like, I feel like it's now one of those big, most controversial movie where you either go one way or you go the other way on the movie. But yeah, it was so random. Any more notes, Taco?
I was about to say, I think that's all of my notes. Yeah.
It was a thing. I know I was ready to unpack some stuff after I watched that, and I was all like, I need Tuesday to hurry up because I needed to unpack some stuff after that.
I'm glad we had this conversation because there's some stuff that I like.
Definitely not worth paying for it, but when it comes out free, I think it would be very funny to all of us will watch it together and like talk about the movie and stuff.
And then, yeah, because I kind of like, I was like, why this? They could have better than this, but I was like, oh, that's a
But it's
reference.
definitely,
And it's like,
in my
that's a
opinion, not
meme.
worth going to get a ticket. Get a ticket
So
for
I'm
it.
like, okay, so it's a lot of, it's
Well, there.
it's a specific type of fan service. It's not the like when you say fan service for anime. It's not that. It's like actually like doing stuff for the fan. So yeah, it makes the movie seem like, I don't know. It makes me understand what they were trying to do, and I can see why it made 5
figures, yeah. Because like there's the people who actually wanted to go see it, and then like Signature says, there was certain people that like might have been like, oh, I like Jack Black is in this movie. I might not know anything else about it, but I might just go see it because, you know, Jack Black is in it.
Yeah, and it's like,
yeah, so you also got like those people, and then you have the kids who want to go see it, and you know, the kids who can't see it by themselves have to take the parents, so the parents have to go see it now. And then you have the people who actually like who's grown up playing the game that also wants to go see it. Then you got the people who are like, well, this is not gonna be an actual good movie, but want to just go and see the movie just to, you know, talk about the movie. And so like you basically hit like almost every category of going to see this movie.
yeah. There's like 2 like 2 I guess late 20-year-old dudes with, it was just them 2 and they walked in. No. So I'm like, I don't see y'all 2 with anybody else. So I don't know. I was just curious. It, for some reason, it's weird. It's like seeing a movie where there's most likely, we went early, like we went at like AM, so I know most
I
people,
went at 4:30 p.m. and it was a whole bunch of kids.
now was it like
Yeah,
the
they're out of
typical kids
school.
movie disturbances where they're like kicking seats and keep talking?
No, it was the only disturbance was literally like
The cheering.
yeah, and to be like, you know, like I can understand certain ones because you know it's like the I am Steve or the chicken jockey or let's mine and craft because this is Minecraft or whatever that scene was, but it'd be like the most random and they'll be walking up to the village and I'm like, oh, it's the village, and I'm like, what? Yeah, like I can understand like the more iconic stuff, but it just went on throughout like the whole movie and it was just irritating.
Okay. Yeah, I was the loudest person in our theater. You know Yins, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the head developer. Like he was the waiter during that dinner scene.
Oh, I did tell you, like I said, I literally was too busy trying to figure out why the hell is this a thing going on and didn't pay attention to anything else.
Yeah, and he like dipped his head into the scene for a second and like stepped away, and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, I'm very loud. But yeah, so I'm on the quest to getting my nieces to watch Minecraft live. So that we can have some stuff to talk about and I can convert them from Roblox. Like,
Well, you can get them to watch the second one then later this year then.
wait,
Taco, we went over this. I'm pretty sure even said that the second one's gonna be later this year. Because of how they're doing it now, there's gonna be a second one. They're gonna do 2 a year because of how they're doing their new update versions, because of getting rid of like the big updates.
yes. I thought you were talking about Minecraft later.
What? Minecraft what?
Huh?
What you said? You cut out, so I didn't catch what you said.
Oh, I thought you were saying that Minecraft 2 comes out later on.
No, Minecraft Live, the second one.
Yes. That's why I was like, what? I was like, how did that quick? Did they know?
I mean, Nox did say he wants to make another game, which in and of itself would basically be almost like a Minecraft 2.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be fun. I kind of want them to like. The old ones were more of an event. Like you had the vote, you had like talking with the community, you had talking with other developers, and it was like a whole thing.
There were certain situations with the community that like they stopped talking to the community.
Mm-hmm.
So like the very first couple ones, they were like, yeah, we probably shouldn't do this anymore.
Well, I'll just say as far as like the community vote, as far as the mob vote.
Apparently that just made such a riot because they wanted to include the community, but then the community was all like, screw this. Why'd you do this? Why can't you just add it all? Like, apparently just adding everything is just so easy. Blah, blah, blah. And then they go
have nice things.
Yep, and then they changed it around, and then they're like, "Why? That's all you did," and blah blah blah. Like, no matter what they do, there's going to be a certain part of the community that's going to be mad. Like, one of the updates was them actually being able to easily identify like mob eggs in creative. They actually like gave them a design, so like a cat actually looks like the egg almost looks like a cat, the warden egg looks like a warden, and apparently people were so mad over that, and I'm like, why? The creative people don't get nothing besides like because they just playing creative, and that like one like actually like really cute feature, and people are so mad that they did that.
They're not doing it?
No, they are.
Oh, okay.
Like, people are mad that they did that.
Why?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, no matter what.
More identifiable.
Yeah. Like, there's always just going to be a group of people, no matter what you do, that's going to be mad at whatever is done. If the mob votes were still in, people are going to be mad. If the mob vote gets taken out, people are going to be mad. Like, it doesn't matter what they did. If they
Probably
updated
can't.
everything in the game, then people would still be mad about that because they didn't do this.
And they changed too much stuff.
Yeah, like it's really stupid.
Yeah. Well,
You're good,
I
Alex.
did like the I don't know. Like I felt like the shows are getting like more and more simple, which makes sense. Doing simple productions is the way to go, but it's less fun.
Are we talking about like movies and stuff?
No, the Minecraft Live.
Uh, I mean, I don't know. I guess I like the big updates, but I guess I can also see how like the big updates was like a lot on them because they put like a lot of pressure, whereas
Oh, yeah.
now the updates are all like just shows off what they've actually done and is actually putting into the game and stuff. So there it's like it
So-
gives them more creativity and not have to be like, oh well, we showed off all this stuff in like the update and then couldn't achieve it all.
And that's how that's how software is done now. It's like before. I always bring this up.
Is it
Back in the
plugged
day.
in after that if you turned it off and turned it on?
Biggest thing. They're like, oh my god, they added stuff in the browser, and then now it's like 100, and it's like the updates are they're just restarting, and like it's up to date, and it's like there's no emphasis on the number, any big changes like that. So it start with me. I'm starting to lose what's happening with the game because of that. Like the world of color when we got all the aquatic up.
Oh, Taco, did you see my message I posted in Discord? I didn't realize, like, remember when we did like the 10-year anniversary map?
Yes.
There's a 15-year one now.
I didn't know what that message meant, and I felt like it might have been spoilers, or like
No.
like because like we were about to have this Minecraft discussion, and I'm like, okay, cool, and I got my notes, and I'm like, I'm ready. I don't want to talk about Minecraft until the thing, and then the conversation kept going on, and I'm like, I don't want to read it. So when you said that, I was like, I will wait until.
Yeah, no. I was in the marketplace because they were saying there was a sale going on, so I wanted to see if like the stuff that I want to buy is actually on sale, but it's not, so I'm not doing it.
Okay.
But yeah, I just happened to notice. I was all like, when did they come out with a 15-year like world one?
So we're like months behind, right? Or a year behind.
Probably something like that.
You still want to do that as a day?
Yeah, we can do it one day.
Okay.
That's why I had brought it up, because I was like, I figured that'd be like kind of cool to check out, because the 10-year anniversary one was really cool. So I want to know what the 15 one would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, well, it is 8:12, and I have realized I definitely need to get off now. Yeah, I stayed over way too long. Also, I see there's been an update to Minecraft, and I don't know if I like the new how the stuff happens on the screen.
The menu?
Yeah,
Yeah, the menu tricked me out for a second. I was
same.
And I was like, oh, I guess I clicked the picture? It's like loading world. And I'm like, okay.
I was all like, how do I find Taco's world? And it's all like, go to your friends and just join your friends from there. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know if that was the only way or the right way, but that's what I did.
But yeah, so like what, a year or two from now, we're gonna have another discussion about Minecraft 2.
Basically.
Is there really gonna be another Minecraft?
At the
I hope
very
so.
end of the movie, like after all the credits and stuff, you know, sometimes there's like that secret like scene at the
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
Yeah, there was
So
a mid credit scene and a post
after,
credit scene.
yes, and it was Steve going up to his old house. He was like, "Hey, I used to live here," and she was like, "Oh, are you here about that chest in the attic?" He's like, "Yes." Oh, thank God. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "My name's Steve," and she's like, "Oh, my name's Alex." And then it's him walking into the house, and so they introduce Alex, and then they cut off after that.
Oh, I mean, I thought like another game Minecraft. I don't care about another movie, but I thought they were gonna do another.
No, we don't. Nah, that's just a running joke, honestly.
So, oh, I'm losing my thought. Oh, with the you said that the kids moved into Steve's old house.
That's what I thought. Cause it looked like Steve's old house when the dog had ran there, and then like there was like, and then apparently it looked like all this stuff because like it looked like they had moved into the house, and then Jason went to the auction, and then the auction storage unit had all of Steve's stuff in it. Which is then why it confused me at the very end how Alex was now living in that house that I thought the kids were living in that looked like Steve's house already.
Okay, that's why I was confused too. When
There was a
said
lot of
the
things
kids
that
had moved in there.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I could have been wrong, but there was a lot of like details cut from the movie that I feel like might have been a little bit more thoroughly put together.
Okay. What do you think they could? Last question. What do you think they could do for the second one?
I honestly I don't know. I do think it's just a running meme at this point. I think we're like the Avatar basically. Like the Avatar the Last Airbender kind of movie thing. You had that first Avatar the Last Airbender made by the other person who thought he can squeeze all 4 books into an hour and something long movie, and it was a running joke. And then now you have, I think, what coming out next year, like the actual creators of Avatar making the actual movie and stuff like that. So I feel like it's just a running meme, and we won't get something good unless we have like the actual like I guess maybe not like in live action, but like somebody else who actually understands the game and stuff and wants to be like more game related and stuff like that.
I
So,
know
like
the
a
video
3D
games are
movie?
pretty, like to the core, like they're actually like pretty good.
Yes. Yes, I feel like the Minecraft one is like the only one it was more of a joke than actually trying to stay towards the core of it.
So, is it gonna be like the people who either do villager news or the people who do like
I
did that
want
little-
the people who do not the villager who did that little did the trailer in the Minecraft live. I want them.
Yeah.
I think they're like element something animation or something like that. I want them to do one. They could do an awesome job, I feel like.
Okay. Yeah, so a fully CG Minecraft movie
Yes.
that's based on actual, I think, like actual lore.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like Minecraft is one of those games that is kind of like it's blocks and squares and stuff, and it's kind of hard to turn that into an actual movie, a live action movie.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
It was fun.
Yep. Until
Good night,
next
you two.
time. Yep. Good night, you two.
Night.
Oh, did they actually make Villager News? I wasn't for sure if they made Villager News, but if that is true, then yes, I would. If they made a Minecraft movie, I would 100% be down for it. You didn't realize that the live stream software color keys that the color green, and they tried to use green font for the text. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So you wouldn't be able to see it. Thanks for being on today. You are welcome. I wish I could have been more active with chat, but this was also one that I was really heavily waiting to like have this full-on conversation with Taco, because I'm so glad that me and Taco both felt the same way about the movie, and he wasn't somebody who was all like, this movie's amazing, I don't understand why you didn't like it and stuff like that, kind of, because I feel like that's how the people are. You either really like it or you really don't like the movie. These them and so those two know how to animate in Minecraft. Yes. I don't think I've ever seen anything from them, but I would have to look. But yeah, there are some people that do a really, really good job at animating. But yep, I need to get going. So I think I might just take the easy way out tonight and send you guys to Old Bumble, because I have definitely neglected the dog, and I need to go and take care of him for a little bit. Used to be very prolific in the early days of YouTube. Oh, okay, that's probably why I've never heard of them. I just know the Elemental animation people are very big right now, and Villagers News was something I enjoyed watching. Bubbling around the world. Yep. Look up witch encounter by. Okay, let me copy and paste that in YouTube right now. Gotcha. But yep, I am going to head on out before the ads try to play, because I've literally snoozed them for the last little bit since I was ending anyways. But as always, I will be live tomorrow. I do think Emilio should be back tomorrow, so we should be playing Borderlands. And then, as always, ending it with Rocket League. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. As always, I hope you also had a great day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you guys next time.